now to take us on sports stories across the globe. Aaron Akirijola joins us. Good morning, Aaron.
Yeah, very good morning to you, Aya. Good morning to you, Vimbai.
Good morning, Aaron.
Yes, an all-women team this morning.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be talking about a few women today, but in the meantime, let's start it off with the Premier League, Ayo.
Okay.
It seems Arsenal back in business.
And why are you not wearing the red tie?
Coincidental. It seems Arsenal back in business. 2 goals to 1 was how we actually ended. The Spurs opening the scoring yesterday before Arsenal rolled back, thanks to a goal from Gabriel. And not forgetting, Trossard yesterday just putting an icing on the cake. Arsenal held on to a very hard-fought victory, well-deserved, you must actually say. And at the moment, everyone seems to be talking. You could see the Emirates Stadium bouncing yesterday after the game, because what a huge reprieve after mixed fortunes for Arsenal. If we were to press it further, because you look at the Premier League table at the moment, and you find out that Arsenal have actually gained places and have closed the gap to Liverpool today. 4 points, although Liverpool has got the game in hand, but as it stands right now, Arsenal can say they are firmly in the title race. Nottingham Forest in unfamiliar territory. Newcastle United, we'll be talking about them in a moment. Chelsea, then Manchester City lost at sea. Speaking about Newcastle United, the team has shown quite the form, and all thanks to this man, Alexander Isak. Everything good about Newcastle United and the tunes is evolving around him. And yesterday, once again, against Wolverhampton Wanderers, he was the man to look out for. So at the St. James's Stadium, this man literally ripped Wolverhampton Wanderers apart. When we look at his starts this season, it is quite enviable, because you can actually see the race for the Golden Boot at the moment. Salah's got 18, Erling Haaland has got 16. Alexander Isak is right in that particular conversation with 15 goals. But what is quite interesting is that he's closing in on a particular record. And as it stands right now, consecutive goals scored in the Premier League. Jamie Vardy back in 2015 did 11. Ruud van Nistelrooy in 2003 did 10. Van Nistelrooy also did it in 2002. And Daniel Sturridge, then Jamie Vardy again, and Alexander Isak is there in that particular conversation. If he continues this rich vein of form, he's looking like he might actually break that particular record. But as it stands right now, the hottest player on the planet is Alexander Isak when it comes to football. But let's talk about, speaking about red hot teams, let's turn our attention to the Copa del Rey yesterday. Barcelona against Real Betis, and Barcelona put to the sword the Betis team. And right now, they seem unstoppable. Gavi, Koundé, Rafinha, Ferran Torres, all the gang yesterday. Of course, they presented their trophy. They just won the Super Cup in the Middle East, and they took that particular form after dismantling Real Madrid. They decided to set their eyes on Real Betis, and this marvelous goal from Jules Koundé, showing dexterity, I must actually say. Another goal from him, rifling down to the top of the net. Barcelona at this moment in time are just unstoppable. Kudos to them. But let's turn our attention to Nigeria. And here on the continent, with the Super Eagles Team B in focus, because some people don't like the talk about Chan team. So the Super Eagles Team B have been grouped in the Chan tournament in Group D alongside Senegal, Congo, Sudan. And we'll still be expecting some others to actually fill in, because you can actually see that there's still 2 slots to be filled in. Yeah. And that has caused a lot of controversy, because Kenya, Tanzania, and the likes are supposed to host this particular tournament. And CAF has released a particular memo saying that the Chan tournament, which is supposed to begin next month, has been postponed again to sometime in August. And as it stands right now, the calendars are getting congested, and CAF will need to get their acts together, because this particular tournament was meant to be played in 2024, and it's still Chan 2024, but it's going to be played in 2025. We got an earlier date for February. Now it's been moved down to August, and we know that there is the Club World Cup at one corner. We know there is the Women's Nations Cup on the other hand. We know there is the Men's Nations Cup in December. It is getting congested. CAF will need to regularize their programs so that we do not have tournaments overlapping each other because the women's tournament, the women AFCON was supposed to be held last year. It was moved to this year. The men's tournament was also has been moved time and time again. It's unfortunate all this is happening, but away from that quickly, so down on the Australian Open still waxing strong, and the likes of Iga Swiatek is in contention. She's hoping to get back into form, but she won her match, and she will be playing Emma Raducanu, but Taylor Fritz also making light of his opponent. So a lot is expected in this. But before I go, no thanks to time, quickly let's talk about the fact that Super Eagles legend and former captain of the Super Eagles, Mikel Obi, who has a set of twins, 2 girls, lovely ladies, and they've decided to take on football, following their father's footsteps. As they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And they helped the team, Guildford, in Dubai, to a 4-0 win. You can see them when they were much younger with Mikel Obi. This was when they were celebrating their 6th birthday. And how time flies, they're now older, and they've decided that football is the path to go.
Oh, wow, excellent. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I'm sure it must be pride to their father.
Yes.
But look at them growing up and kicking the football. Excellent.
In their teens right now.
Excellent. That's really excellent. But let me talk about the Premier League.
Yes.
You weren't here. We didn't have the opportunity to talk about Nottingham Forest. You know, we had looked at how they'd been in fine form.
Yes.
And they were set. The next game was a big one with Liverpool, and they were able to draw that game.
Yeah.
You know, just to see that, it's great to see these stars emerge. But beyond that is Arsenal.
Of
you know,
course.
Arteta is celebrating, he's rejoicing.
Huge sigh of
even
relief.
though it wasn't a fantastic play.
A win is a win.
You know,
a
I'm
win
just
is a
saying
win.
that even though they're saying they are back in the title, you know, the run for the title race, if they are going to have any chances of besting Liverpool, then they're going to have to do a lot more. It's not just going to be this.
It's as simple as getting a striker.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying. That this window,
need to
are
get
you
a
optimistic
striker.
that they're going to get a striker?
But Arsenal they've been iffy about that, and that's the unfortunate thing.
And they've been that for so long. Yeah.
I've been hoping that they will be ruthless enough to just say, we need a striker.
Yeah.
We've got the money. When it comes to PSR, I think we are also okay. We can go out there, spend 100 million, get a striker, get that particular holy grail, which is the Premier League. They've not won in well over 2 decades. But Arsenal will remain Arsenal.
Yeah.
You know, what's stressing me out is AFCON, because we've been unable to see consistency where AFCON is concerned.
Yes.
And, you know, before we blamed, should I call it the Arab League within CAF, but now CAF is, at the top of CAF, we have a South African man, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, and we thought, you know, with his track record, especially with, is it Sundowns that he has in Pretoria? With the Mamelodi Sundowns, and what he has done with that team consistently, we thought that he would bring that level of football administration to CAF. But now, Chan or AFCON, whichever one you want to call it, and the inconsistency is so sad, because some of us who aren't really football lovers, we actually tune in to watch, because I like to see all the popular players. I love to see them wearing their national flag. So I actually tune in to watch that. So it becomes a little bit dull when all the star players can't make it, and it's just sort of like the B teams playing against each other, and it takes away all of the sort of the grandeur from it. So I really hope they can get the scheduling right, so we can see fewer people dropping out.
We're hoping so, because football is getting, the noose is getting tighter in terms of the calendar and the number of, and the schedule generally. And we hope CAF can actually regularize their own program and ensure that they give Africans something to cheer about.
That's it. All right, Aaron Ikerajola, always a pleasure. Jinx.